Yo, what's going on, guys? The Yorkshire Biker here. So I just nipped out this afternoon to basically try out a new byway. Well, it's not new, it's been there for quite a while, but it's just one that I've never tried before. As you've probably guessed, I'm not a massive fan these days of just going out riding on the roads, so I mean, I'll do it if I have to, but a trip to the coast or going to Oliver's Mount to watch the racing or doing something that's just purely road based, I don't actually find that exciting. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting old. I mean, I'm not getting old, but in my head I think I'm an old man. I don't know if it's just because there's too much traffic or there's far too many police with speed cameras out that are hiding around corners and trees and stuff, but I tend not to get enjoyment from riding on the road anymore. Maybe it's because I've got the Tiger. I enjoy doing 20-30 mile an hour off-road more than I would do more than I'd enjoy doing 150 on the road. Maybe that's partly it. You don't enjoy riding on the roads. Well, I don't personally. I don't enjoy the roads unless I'm riding like an absolute cock. What's going on there? Horse racing. Yeah, I don't enjoy riding on roads unless I'm absolutely thrashing it. It's nice to have a bimble about now and again like I am today, but I'm on the road just to get to where I need to go, which happened to be a byway today. So for me, the road is just a form of getting to where I actually want to be. I don't just go out to ride on the road, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I've just done this new byway. It's over in a place called Fish Lake. So if anybody's interested, if you do that sort of thing, I'll get the coordinates of the byway from where it starts and ends, and I'll put it in the description below so that you can check it out if you want to. So that's that. A little bit muddy, but not over the top. I rode past a farmer that was staring at me thinking that, you know, looking at me as if I shouldn't have been there, but it's a byway and that's what it's for. Just because it's not used every day don't mean I'm not allowed to at all. So Sodom. I'm just on my way back now. I'm going to call in at my dad's. Just on my way back now. I'm going to call in at my dad's and pick up his laptop because I've got a couple of faults on the car. I just need to get them checked out. And what a pain that's been. So I developed a knocking noise on the car. Stripped it all back. I've replaced wishbones, anti-roll bar bushers, all sorts. It turned out to be the cheapest, which were the anti-roll bar bushers, after I'd spent probably, what, nearly £200. Turned out to be something that were 20 quid. So that knocking noise is now gone, but now it seems that my flywheel's now sort of had its life. With it being a dual mass flywheel, they develop like a knocking and like a rattly noise when you start them up. It's not the only symptom, but that's the symptom that mine's showing. So it started yesterday. I may as well get it replaced while I can, but I'm looking at least, because if I'm changing the flywheel, I may as well do the clutch at the same time. So I'm looking at around £400, and that's just for the items themselves. If I was to pay a garage to do it, it's going to be another few days in the garage, and that's obviously not going to be cheap. So considering that I've done the slave cylinder myself, it's basically that job again. I'm just taking off a different part. All the gearbox has got to come off, so I may as well have another go, try and save myself some money. But yeah, that's not the reason I'm going to my dad's. The reason I'm getting the laptop off my dad is he's got some software that reads fault codes. Now, on replacing the slave cylinder, I bust a sensor off of the chassis. The said sensor is one that does the auto leveling of my headlights. Because I've got a function that automatically puts my I-beam on and what have you. I've broken that sensor. So I bought a new sensor, I fitted it, but I'm still getting the error message and my lights aren't working properly. So I've had a look and it appears that I actually need to program the new sensor to the car. Hence why I'm getting the laptop. The software that's on there should allow me to do that. Can we sneak past? Lovely jubbly. It's just nice to be out. I nipped out yesterday for a few hours, but I just thought it is nice. I'll not be out too late. Obviously we can't go anywhere because the car's on its last legs at the minute. I'll end up doing something with kids in a bit, but I just thought I'd nip out for an hour, try out this byway, see what's crack. Because it's funny, my dad were explaining to me where it is. He was trying to explain where it is, but he couldn't remember where it was. There's some lovely houses down here. A village called Moss. It's in Doncaster. It's known to be the home of, well, travellers, let's say. And as you can see, they're very poor. Not obviously knocking it. Oh, road's closed. Where do I go? How do I get round here now then? Oh, it's telling me to go that way. Can I get this way? I'm suspecting the sat-nav doesn't know the road's closed and it's just going to throw me back on it. We shall see. But yeah, it's just nice to get out, try out some new roads. I mean, I go out riding around the Peak District and everything quite often, but it's just nice to ride round roads that you've not done in your local area. It's not too far from me. I think I've been on the bike half hour, 40 minutes, something like that. And I've rode majority of the roads. I've not really, I know they exist, but I've not really ridden them before. Not on a motorbike anyway. I think I've done it on push bike back in the day when I had one of them. Right, turn right here. I think I know where this is going to bring me out. It'll bring me out onto A19 near Thornhurst Manor, I think. I don't have a temperature gauge on the bike, but it feels just about right. It's not too hot, not too cold. Got a little bug in my visor though, 1 second. The railroad crossings. I've always got to double check, even though they're open. I don't quite trust it, because what if that sensor that tells the lines to close is broke? I'm going to ride over it and end up with a train in my left hand side, or my right, depending on which way it's coming from. Well, this road's not the best. I know I've got an adventure bike, but I'm not a massive fan of riding through dozens of potholes. I decided to put the baffle in as well. It can be a little bit obnoxious sometimes. I don't mind it when I'm riding because you get a bit of wind noise and everything that sort of quietens it down a little bit, but just when it's slow riding like this, it gets a little bit annoying. I think with baffling as well, it sort of adopts a little bit more of a I'm not sure what word to use, but it has a different tone to it. It's obviously not a boxer engine, but it reminds me a little bit of the GS1200s. Whether it comes across on camera like that or not, I don't know. Probably not. It's a nice quiet little area. I know where I am. I've basically just missed out the train line. So yeah, what's been happening recently? Well, as you've probably seen if you watch the channel, I've done a couple of test rides on some electric motorbikes. The ones that I've done at the the ones that you've seen so far are the lower capacity ones, so they're equivalent of a 50cc scooter or motorbike, whichever one, 50cc engine anyway. And if I'm honest, they're actually quite good. Now, the reason I've done that is because I've been in talks with a company called the English Electric Motor Company. They're based down in a place called Dis, I believe it is. Can't quite remember the name, but it's about 130 mile away from me. So it's a good old trek. Now, I went down there. Basically, I'd test rode probably half a dozen of their bikes, different capacities, working from 50cc up to the equivalent of 1,000. Oh, you're joking. How do I get round here? There's literally no warning that this is closed. Yeah, so I nipped down to the English Electric Motor Company. I test rode a range of their bikes ranging from a 50cc equivalent up to a 1000cc equivalent. Now, I've still got some videos to be editing. Obviously get them all sorted. You're going that way. Can I get that way? I'm going to have a look. I don't want to be riding all the way back down to Moss if I don't need to. Right, so these cars are doing me head in, but there's literally nowhere where there's enough space for me to get past. I could probably squeeze through, but I'd be coming into oncoming traffic, and that's sort of dickhead territory. So we'll avoid that. It's nice to ride the country lanes though. Right, so I'm now back on the roads and I'm heading in the direction I need to be going. So I'm a couple of minutes away from my dad's. We'll nip in there, get his laptop. I might not get the laptop actually. I might see if he wants to pop up in the car with it. I can get it under my jacket and what have you, but it saves having to risk it falling out, I suppose. Slow it down to 30. So yeah, there's going to be a few more videos, well, reviews of electric motorbikes. So I just thought I'd let you guys know that obviously there's what's coming up, so that you don't think that I've gone completely electric mad. And that's all I'm doing. I have got plans to ride other bikes. It's just that the electric ones just happen to be the first thing that I've managed to get sorted. So I'll get them out of the way. I'm in the process of arranging other stuff. So expect some decent things coming to the channel. But for now, you've got a couple of electric bikes. They seem to be doing all right review-wise. The views and that they seem to be getting, they're doing okay. Alright, so I've been to my dad's and he's not in. He's gone down to the motocross track to take some photos apparently, so I'll just give him a message in a bit, see if he wants to pop up. I think that's going to be all for today though, guys. Just a quick update, let you know what I've been doing, give you some info on what's happening with channel and whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the little bell end as well. It'll just give you a notification every time I upload a video so that you don't miss it. And don't forget, you can also support the channel on Patreon now as well, guys. Just hit the link in the description, head over to the Patreon page and become a member. But that's about it, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channels, as I've already said. Hit the like button. And as always, ride safe, keep the sticky side down, and until next time, I love you all.